Hi, welcome back to another video. So today we're doing a sketchbook tour part 3. Yes. It's been a long time coming. She's getting very chunky. She's getting very thick. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, this is the last spread from part 2. And here we start. Here we have all these pages. I think over 30 pages this time. This part took a bit longer to actually make because I wanted to do it like, you know, along with you guys, so you guys like get regular like updates on my sketchbook and stuff like that. But I also just wanted to divide it so that there's more pages to actually show you guys. So yeah, we have like over 30 pages. So let's start over here. Yeah, it's very full compared to like sort of the spreads that I was doing before. You can go check out the other parts, by the way. Yeah, this I remember I was going on vacation and I didn't really draw a lot while I was on vacation. I was kind of just like taking a break from a lot of things. I sort of just started like continuously scribbling on these 2 pages, and that's why they're like so, they just have like a whole bunch of, let me focus this, like a whole bunch of like crap and layers and layers and layers of stuff. Yeah. So I have some collage. If you're not familiar with my sketchbook, or if this is the first video you see by me, I do a lot of collage, so this part's collage. I kind of like making it blend in a bit sometimes. And yeah, I'm kind of playing around with some more text, so there's like a lot more like text sort of stuff in here, like text fonts, all that. This is like text that bled through from the other side, but I actually kind of like how it looks, and I've showed it to a bunch of other people as well, and they're also like, actually, yeah, we like how it looks. We like how it looks with the bleeding. So something's working for me. And then here we have this cat-based page. I cannot explain myself. Yeah, I was kind of just trying to write things with lots of C's, but then I ran out of things, and also the pen started bleeding, so this is kind of like what bled through there. This sketchbook is actually really good. It hasn't like it doesn't bleed, but it's just that these are alcohol markers. So, and it was my first time using them in here, so I can't finish that sentence. I didn't think. We'll leave it at that. So yeah, little cat guys and a bunny snuck in there. Yeah, and the alcohol markers I was using was just like these ones off of Amazon that were like $20 for like a pack of 30. I don't recommend them really, but if you're curious. This is just like a text that my friend wrote because she kind of just writes quotes. Like if we say something funny when we're all together, she kind of just writes it down. But they didn't have their sketchbook, so I was like, oh yeah, you can write it in mine. So it's like I wanted to make myself a lovely croissant, and it's a little inside joke, which is cute. And yeah, I also have these 2 characters over here. These are a bit of a callback to characters that I made before in like a previous part, and I'm kind of just bringing them back here. Yeah, this is actually a part of like an Inktober prompt. I think it's weather was the prompt for this one. I kind of just, instead of doing a lot of finished pieces, I just did a bunch of small sketches in my sketchbook because it feels like less official, you know. Yeah, this was for another Inktober prompt. It was inside versus outside, outside versus, you know, inside. And these were supposed to be like, you know, like if you blur your vision and you look at flowers, how they're kind of like little circles or like little squares. So I kind of just simplified it to that. So I have this, like these little birds. I have a video where I actually did this page. It's my only Inktober video. It's, yeah, I think it's just titled like Inktober, first day of Inktober or something like that. This was the first day. I kind of just worked backwards. I did this one and this one after. So this was the first day. It was sour candy from, I think it was Magtober, the list. So yeah, it was just sour. They're like squeezing a lemon and then candy. The candy. So yeah, if you're curious about me making it, I have a full video on my channel. And yeah, these were also, these kind of doubled as both color studies for an assignment that I was doing and also as prompts for the Inktober challenges. I did like a whole bunch of different challenges. I kind of just like mixed and matched and like picked the ones that I liked. And I also didn't do a bunch of days. But yeah, the days that I did do are in here. And yeah, this page was what was it? I think it was the word dream. So it was kind of like feeling like a little psychedelic and like abstract, like a little like dream world, like you're prancing through the grass fields or something. I don't know. And then this side was inspired by the prompt trance. So I was like, oh, yes, trance, like feels like straight pulling lines for some reason, and it feels like something that like grabs you. Yeah. And yeah, this page was the prompt. What was it? Oh, dark versus light. Yeah, so it was like the dark background versus like the lighter sort of fronts. So these are like some surreal architecture, which is like a theme that I explore a lot, like in my final art. If you're curious about like my final illustration work and stuff like that, check out my Insta. I post a lot of it on there. But yeah, this is like surreal architecture, dark versus light. There's some cat guys who it just sort of happened. I can't explain myself. And then this page over here is an amalgamation of different Inktober prompts. This one was the prompt garden. This one was just the prompt eyeball. This was the prompt dream. And those are all the ones I remember now. I think this one was for like weird animal or something like that. But it's just... he's just charming. Kill me. Yeah. And then that was it for the Inktober stuff. I didn't do every day, and I only filmed like one video where I did like my whole sort of illustration process, like my more official illustration here. The rest of them are just kind of sketches. So this is these I can speak. This double spread is both observational sketches. So this one has a whole bunch of like collage and stuff. Like this is one sheet of paper, this is a sheet of paper, this is separate, this is separate, this is separate. And I kind of just slapped them all on top of each other. But they do kind of look a bit more cohesive. And then I am a big fan of Tombow markers, so a lot of this has Tombow over it. And then this part for like a different texture is colored pencil. And this is my cat here. I have a cat toy that should be up by now, so if you're curious, go check that out. And this is another observational page. This is like a full page from like the sketch pad that I really liked. I added some stuff. I added like a bit of collage as well. And I sort of just sniffed it out and like pasted it on here because I liked it and I feel like it matches. I'm trying to do more like observational stuff, so like drawing from life, drawing from reference, because a lot of my work, and actually I think majority of my sketchbook is just my imagination. So yeah, that's the end of that page. I'm moving on to this. So this, I don't even know how to explain this either. A lot of this is just like machinations of my mind. My stomach just growled. I don't know if you guys heard that. But a lot of this is just inventions of my mind. So it's like, how do I explain in the simplest way so I don't scare people off? Yeah, this is like a little cone hat character that reminds me of my friend. I like harassing my friends with... I'll just leave it there. I like harassing my friends. Period. Yeah, with like things that remind me of them. So yeah, I drew this character and I was like, this is you. And yeah, I have like these little bunny guys. This is like a page that was mostly collage. Like a lot of this is like stuck on stuff. And then we have just some lyrics in the corner. And then we have this, actually this sketch I did like 3 times because there's that base sketch at the bottom and then I covered it up because I didn't like it. And then I had this notepad, sticky note, yes, that was underneath, and then I didn't like that over time, so I stuck this, and now I really like this side profile. And it has like that flowy hair, so it took me a while to get right, but it worked out. I'm not really scared to like revisit pages. I feel like sketchbooks, you know, you need to be loose. So sometimes I'll just like go back like a couple days and I'll be like, oh yes, this is empty. Let's add this. Let's add that. Let's slap some more collage on it. Let's add some more texture in the corner. Let's change the color of this, you know. It's sort of my vibe. Just like messy and blah. Yeah. And then this page over here, this is, I feel like we should explain this guy first of all. It was a little lobster guy that my sister drew me on a sticky note, and I put it in here. Like if someone gives me a piece of art, I usually put it in my sketchbook, as well as this was something that my friend drew for me and I stick it in here because I love it and I love my friends. So yeah, and the lobster, of course. And then this is some more observational sketches over here, these 3. And this guy too, this is after, oh no, this is after this guy that a friend gave me. So I drew him and I put him in here. He was like in a couple of my videos. Maybe I'll leave him in the corner. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's it for that page. That was where that was. And okay, these 2 are a bit more sort of abstract pages. I do a lot of these, like if I'm gonna do an illustration, instead of like picking out colors like digitally or picking out small samples of colors, I like doing big like abstract color study pages and then sort of try to base my work off of the colors and the energy of this. So yeah, this was a color study for one of my final illustration pieces for last semester, and this was just me going insane. Like I went out to a cafe like to sit and sketch and chat with a couple people, and this is what I drew. This is the spread that I did. It was just the cubes. The cubes took over me. I just blanked out and I came back and it's just cubes. Oh yes, this page, I actually have a video on it. It's Ignore This. My other sister drew this, and it just felt suitable. Just felt appropriate. But yeah, I have a video where I made this. It's pencil art too. It was supposed to be a bit more simplified. It like the mixed media took over. Something possessed me, and it kind of went a bit more overboard, but I still really like it, and I've gotten like a couple compliments on it too. Like I've showed a couple people like my sketchbook, and they were like, oh, this page. And I'm like, yes, this page. I'm glad people enjoyed it, and people seem to like that video as well. And yeah, I have the whole process of this, so from like sketch to finished. So you should go check that out also after this video is done. And then we also have this spread where I briefly showed it sort of, because I had this spread finished before I did this spread, and so it was briefly in the video where I showed this, except I kind of used blue Posca here, and then I went over and just blue Posca'd all over this, like blue Posca threw up all over this, and that's sort of what happened. So if it looks a bit different from when you watch this video, that's why. That's what it is. It's insanity. And yes, I have a video also. I feel like a lot of this section of my sketchbook has a lot of videos on it, but that's good. That means I've been uploading a lot. But yeah, this character I actually designed. There's a video where I designed this character digitally I drew them on Procreate. So if you want to see me design them, go watch that. But yeah, this is like a sketchbook spread that I did based on that design that I made up that night. And yeah, their name is Senna. They're just a person. Yeah. And I overall really like their design. Just like a third eyeball. They have like this little like diamond, and I really like their outfit also, because I was going for something a bit more simple so I could like redraw them a couple times, because I want to plan out like a couple comic characters that could like come up a lot in the future for like a future comic. And it just feels like a sustainable design. But it's also funny because when I was first designing them, in my head I was just like, how do I make them look plain and boring? So that's sort of where that started. But then it turned into a loving relationship. Okay, and then I also have another video where I made this page. It was pencil art 1. I bet a lot of my new people who subscribe to this channel came from this video because it's a bit more popular than my other videos. And yeah, just fully from the sketch, from blank page to this, you get to see that whole process. And yeah, it turned out actually really nice for someone who didn't really know what they were doing. And if you watch that video, you'd see that I kind of kept on messing up at the beginning, and I didn't really know what expression I was going for, and I didn't really have a plan going into it, but it turned out really, really cute. And I like these star things, and this just character design also. And then these were just like some little guys from my sketch pad that I just cut out, and I was like, where do I put them? I don't know, I'll put them here. If it's just a guy. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I can't explain my love for them either. Okay, And then these 2 pages, I also have videos of. This one was just like a voiceless like thing. It was just I was chilling at night, I was kind of unwinding, painting, no stress, kind of just from my imagination painted this, so I wasn't really focused on like anatomical accuracy or anything like that, but I still think it looks like a person and it looks cute. It's with acrylic paint. I did the whole process. I have like the video is in real time, so if you're curious about my painting process, that might be a good video. And yeah, overall very, very, very cute. And then I added this border. Oh yeah, this border was not in the video before, but I was making a separate painting for a friend, a gift for a friend, and I had extra paint, so I sort of just made a border. And then this page I also have a video on, and yeah, it's like an abstracted sort of sky look, again made with acrylic. I was trying to like get back into acrylic painting because I do a lot of mixed media stuff and like collage stuff, especially in my sketchbook. A lot of like Tombow marker, a lot of marker work, a lot of pencil crayon, collage. So I was kind of trying to simplify a bit and do you know, try to get back into acrylic paint and acrylic painting, considering that's sort of where I started with art. And yeah, I sort of just did these abstracted skies. There's like things that I like and things that I don't like about them, but they're pretty good for the time span that I did them in. And yeah, and then this is like some crayon stuff I just did on the side because I had to fill up space. Everything needs to be maximalist. Okay. Yeah, this sketch over here is a re-rendition of this guy that I did here. So I really like this one, but I also really like this one. I think I like the composition and the drawing of this more. Oof. But I do like the media of this more, if that makes sense. Because the whole point with this video is that I was supposed to be like more pencil, you know, showing more pencil qualities, but it didn't really end up that way. Like, just things happened and happy accidents happened, but it kind of took it away from like the point that it was supposed to be pencil art. So I kind of wanted to redo it, and I was like, yes, I feel like this conveys the action and the composition. Like, it's a lot more tight than this one, considering I made this up on the spot. I'm not really blaming myself, but like, yeah. Just by the way, this was a thumbnail for the same painting that I did for a friend, the same one where I had extra paint and I used it there. And I have it posted on my Insta if you're curious. There's like supposed to be little sheep here, and it's like a little landscape with little sheep and clouds. If you're into any of those things, go look at that. And yeah, some lyrics, some more lyrics. Yeah, sometimes if I'm really, really into a song, I just kind of like put it on loop and continue, and maybe like do some font work, you know, write down some lyrics if I'm really in the mood. And yeah, this is like a strip of like watercolor, like swatches. Not really swatches, like I wasn't really swatching it. It's just that, like, you know, you're working with watercolor, you want to test the color really quick before you put it on the piece. And then this was that page, and I thought it was like really, really cute, so I cut it out and I put it on here. And it's like, this is the same thing, same type of paper. It's a bit thicker than this paper, but it's still really nice, and I thought that it looked aesthetic, so just threw it in there. And then yeah, this was like a same apple from the observational thing, and then this was the paint tube from also observational sketches, which is the page that has a lot of, yeah, apple stuff. This was that same session, so I kind of just threw it here. Sometimes like I'll just have like a big sheet and then I'll cut out some of it, and then I'll leave some of it, or I'll lose a piece, and then you sort of just find it a couple days later and you just slap it on. And then this was like a little comic strip. Not really a comic strip, it's like 3 panels, but yeah, it's like a landscape. This is the same rendition. I did the sketch first, and then I realized I want it in blue, but I still liked it enough to like include here, so that's why that's there, and that's why they're the same. But yeah, this is like, oh, it's a landscape, and then I wanted like the sort of sun that you see through the grass to sort of mimic how the eye looks up to see the sun through the grass. I know it doesn't really convey that way, but you know, it was an idea. I was being ambitious. Yeah. And I feel like I already explained this page already. I do like how they kind of like work together in a way. Like, I don't always try to make double spreads that look, you know, that match, but it's cute when they do. oh, he's leaving. Okay, this page is again very full. I can speak, very full. And yeah, this is like some character design again. I'm really into like long flowy hair as we've seen multiple times before. Yeah, this is Tombow, some Posca. This part was cut out. Collage. This part was also cut out, but I kind of made it blend in. Like this sheet of paper, it was like a big rectangle, and then you sort of just paint the sides and all that, so it kind of blends in. And yeah, Tombow, Posca, cute character design. Feeling it. The pose is stiff, but like it's fine. Yeah. Overall, I just really like this sort of like swishy grass, this landscape, and also like the very graphic, simplified version of like rain, as well as these clouds that were cut out with the marker, so like subtracting it. Yeah. And then this is actually like an extra piece of scrap paper that my friend had from when she was testing printing, and she was like, oh, you can have it. And I was like, what? So yeah, it is so adorable. I was like, if you have more pieces, do not throw them out, give them to me and I will put them in my sketchbook. I'm fully serious with you. I'm dead serious. So yeah, I put this guy in from my friend, and yeah, she also gave me these stars after, and I wanted to sort of mimic this sort of grass type thing that I did over here. And I overall really like, for some reason, this side, how it swishes upwards. I'm really into. This corner wasn't really as successful, but this corner was very successful. I say successful, but like I didn't really have a plan going into it, so I guess things worked out. Yeah, and then I just cut out the simple text with just like craft paper. What is that? What it's called? Construction paper? Building paper? I don't know. Yeah. Usually I use like my own collage paper that I make. Like, you know, you take like A4 paper, like printer paper, you paint over it, you get all that good texture in there, but I kind of wanted this to be textureless and bland. That sounds really bad, but that's what I was going for. Because like the background itself is so busy, like the sky is very busy, the background is very busy, the actual print is very busy, so I wanted something simple and boring to sort of counteract that. Yeah, he's going on a midnight stroll. And okay, so yeah, this is some more character work, another like character focused spread. I haven't done a lot of these in a while, so I was kind of more focused on character art for this part of my sketchbook. So yeah, this is an unnamed character, and they're kind of just chilling. I don't really know what to say. Overall, I like their design. I feel like I like the back more than the front. I might try to rework the front to make it a bit more cohesive, because I only just did like one sketch, and it's very hard to like solidify a design once you've only done one sketch. Like usually you do a bunch and you try out a whole bunch of things until you reach something that like you're fully happy with. But this is good for now. And yeah, I cut out, this was like sticky note where I just cut out like all of these sort of things, like, oh, this is a cloak, this is a thing, this is, yeah, descriptions. And I think that's cute as well. And yeah, I don't think I have much else to say, but I do really like this character as well. And then yeah, same character as before. I'm kind of trying to like call back to a lot of my characters so that I could solidify some character designs for the future and stuff. So I'm trying to draw them a lot to make sure that I'm happy with like, you know, their overall design. So yeah, this page, they're back. This character is back also, the character from this page with the wishy hair. I'm not crazy about their overall design, it's just, I don't know. They're just so easy to sketch. They're like very simple, so I guess my hand has been into the simplicity. These are stickers from the apples that I was eating. Ambrosia 3438 are very delicious, just by the way. Put them in here because they're so cute. They have like little apples on them. This page was just sort of like an amalgamation of stuff. This was the same like construction paper that I used previously for the text, the one that was very bland, as I said. So yeah, kind of incorporating some of that. And yeah, these are like little sketches as well. A lot of this was just like mini squares that I did like in my sketch pad, and I wanted to reincorporate here because I really like them. I was overall going for like a cut up like scrapbooky look. So yeah, I'm very happy with how it worked out. Yeah, a lot of like little patterns, some Posca, some Tombow, some pencil crayon, collage of course, all that good stuff. And yeah, here we have more character work. I have these two angel OCs. There's this lady and there's this lady, and yeah. Yeah, they're both angel OCs. I posted like I have a post of them, as well as like some digital sketches that I did of them also, if you want to see them on my Insta. But yeah, this character sort of has like a bit of an insanity arc, hence how this page sort of turned out. Yeah, I was kind of going for sunshine versus grumpy character, but like grumpy character kind of goes insane. I don't know if that makes sense, but also it's also not fully formed in my brain, so I don't expect you guys to form it. I don't know what that means. Okay, yeah, so this part, it was just like I had all this pencil work done before, and I was trying to cut out the background, and I feel like it kind of made this very interesting effect over here that I didn't really realize would happen, like, because I kind of put the black on top after, because I didn't want to cover up the pencil crayon. So it kind of has that white cutout look, which is interesting to me, because that wasn't intentional, but that's why we do a lot of like experimentation, a lot of sketchbook stuff, because we kind of like find out things along the way. So yeah, this was an interesting effect. I'm very into this. This pose is interesting as well. Yeah, so we got like this sort of Posca, Tombow, pencil crayon thing going on again. And yeah, overall, I like both of their designs. They're like also fairly simple, I guess. Like I came up with them while doodling. But yeah, they're so cute, please. They're just like a little cat, like these cats. And they're so grumpy, but they're so loved and they don't even know it yet. And yeah, and this one, she's just like covering her with her wing. And Grumpy's like, thank you. And it's so cute. And I'm so here for it. And yeah, some micron work here as well. Yeah. So more of them to come, more angel OCs. And yeah, that's the final spread that I have to show you guys of part 3. If you're curious about any of my stuff, maybe I'll do a flip through here while I'm talking. But yeah, it's a flip back. Yeah, if you're curious about any of my pages, I have a lot of videos, as I've mentioned before, on specific pages and my process. A lot of my channel has like sketchbook stuff. And yeah, my Insta also has a bunch of sketchbook stuff as well. I'm a very sketchbook oriented person. Yeah. So go check any of those out. Go check out a video. Go check out my Insta as well. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, of course, if you've enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more videos from me, anything like that. Yeah. we usually chill on this channel. We chill and we chat, and I can never shut up, so this is great for me. This is a great hobby to have. Oh yeah, this page is still really cute. Cats. Oh my god, yeah. And that's it. That's where we started. If you're curious about any of the parts, other parts also, there's 2 parts, I know, even though it looks like the same thickness in this part. I didn't really plan it correctly to start with. There were some minor miscalculations along the way, and by that I mean I did not do any calculations. So yeah. Thank you for watching. We probably do like 2 more of these, or 1 more, depending on how my workflow is and how things are going, but she's looking thick. Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, and I also have a video where I decorated this as well. I decorated the front. It was not decorated in my last video. So yeah, if you're curious about any of that stuff, make sure to check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.